Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Nebraska commitment quarter zip is back on as Nebraska lands another commitment in the 2025 class coming from four-star running back Jamarian Parker from St. Louis, Missouri, previously committed to Arkansas. Decommits from Arkansas. Nebraska goes head-to-head with Alabama to land this commitment. And where you want to start with Jamarian Parker is this is one of the most explosive running backs that you see in this 2025 cycle. And you look at what Nebraska is going to be trying to do a little bit more often on the offensive side of the football is hit those explosive plays. And it's not just in the passing attack. You want Nebraska to just be able to more routinely hit those chunk plays. And you look at Jamarian Parker at the high school level, his junior year numbers kind of show how explosive and how dynamic he can be with the football in his hands. 1,600 rushing yards, over 20 touchdowns, 11.2 yards per carry. This is a running back that is just extremely dangerous to hit that home run play every single time he gets the football. When he gets to the second level, it's not just straight line speed. He is very elusive, makes people miss at the second level. You take a look at the athletic profile, runs a 10.99 in the 100-meter dash. You know Matt Rhule gravitates to guys that have speed and have verified track times during the spring. Jamarian Parker is one of those running backs. I think a really good fit for Nebraska. Want to get into the film, talk about what he brings to this Nebraska offense. Before we do it, as always, just want to say thank you to you guys. And as always, a massive shout out to the Nebraska fans. Y'all know I love talking this program and the amount of support, the Go Big Reds that you guys throw in the comment section. That stuff means the world. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to have a very busy next couple of weeks for Nebraska on the recruiting trail. A lot of commitments to break down. And without further ado, let's get into Jamarian Parker. And so we talked about how explosive he is as a ball carrier, right? Just a threat to hit that home run play every time he touches the football. I think another thing that really excites me about Jamarian Parker is there's some big-time growth potential. If there was one thing that you're looking for Jamarian Parker to improve on as he goes into his senior year and gets to Nebraska, a little bit more physicality in the run game. And that's not meant to say that he's not a physical running back. I just think there's more upside to that part of his game. At 6 feet tall, only 185 pounds, you have a feeling Jamarian Parker is going to add some mass, especially to that lower half, and be a running back that is probably 200-plus pounds as he plays his football for Nebraska. And you start talking about a 6 foot, 200-plus pound running back that has a 10.99 in the 100-meter dash. That is, I think, what Nebraska fans should be most excited for about Jamarian Parker, top 20 running back in the 2025 class. And I want to get into the film and just talk a little bit about what Jamarian Parker brings to this Nebraska offense. And the first thing that you're going to realize right off the bat is if you are an opposing linebacker or a safety and you take a bad angle, he's going to make you pay because he does have that straight line speed, that 10.99 in the 100-meter dash, and it translates to the football field. He plays extremely fast. When he has that daylight, he is running routinely right past linebackers and safeties. You continue to work through the film, and another thing that probably stands out is the short area quickness. We like to highlight track and field times, which obviously is important. You want your running backs to be fast, but he's also got some quick twitch to him as well. And I think when you start combining the straight line speed with the quick twitch, the ability to make people miss in the phone booth, and I think this rep kind of shows what he can do. I mean, really, really good jump cuts, clean, finding the gap, and then when it's time to hit the hole hard, and he's running right past safeties, running right back linebackers. Not great camera work here, but again, you go back to this play, and you're a safety coming in the box, and you're trying to kind of rally up and tackle Jamarian Parker. You take a bad angle, he's going to run right by you. And then you see the straight line speed. This is a guy that just moves at a little bit of a different pace than opposing defenders. And so you're getting a guy that can really manufacture some explosive plays out of the backfield, which is something we're looking for Nebraska to do routinely and very, very comfortable getting it to the perimeter and then taking it to the house. And I kind of want to pivot to what Nebraska's doing in this 2025 class. And you look at Matt Rhule, he's got his quarterback locked up in TJ Lateef, a guy that we talked about, broke down his film, big time fan of what the quarterback room looks like for Nebraska over the next couple of years. Danny Kalen, Dylan Raiola, TJ Lateef. That Nebraska quarterback room went from probably one of the bottom quarterback rooms in the Big Ten in 2023. You fast forward to 2024, 2025, and 2026 and say it's probably one of the better quarterback rooms that you see in the country. And then you're just cleaning up your backyard. And I think you're seeing Nebraska now pivot. We're still going after guys like Christian Jones in the state of Nebraska, but I think Nebraska hit their layups on the recruiting trail. Guys like Tyson Terry, two-sport athlete, really, really good on the wrestling mat. I'm a big fan of him. You cleaned up your backyard, and now Nebraska is going across the country to grab some talent. You see they're making some inroads in the state of Florida, in the state of Texas. It's going to be an exciting next couple of weeks and months for Nebraska on the recruiting trail. It does seem to me that these high school kids are really buying in to what Matt Rhule is selling them in terms of development and kind of establishing that winning culture. Excited for the next couple of weeks and months for Nebraska on the recruiting trail. Wanted to hop on, talk about one of my favorite backs in this class. Massive pickup for Nebraska. Appreciate you guys rocking with the fellas. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later.